Okay, so absolutely, this is just the remaining one. We've got 3 quarter-finalists already. Kvitova, Shea Su Wei came back from 5-1 down against Pliskova, and then Bencic in that incredible match against Halep. So this is the one remaining place up for grabs between these two, and there's confirmation of the draw. And I have to say, we've seen some fantastic tennis over the last week. So many thrilling three-setters, some real epic battles. A lot of the players really pushing each other both physically and mentally. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was a bit of a tussle as well. Their last meeting, 6-4 in the third to Carla, Suarez, Navarro. That was in Madrid last year. But actually on their hard court meetings, it's been Svitolina that's won 3 out of the 5 that they've played. So let's tell you a little bit more about Carla Suarez Navarro then. She's 30 years of age now, currently ranked at 26. She has been inside the top 10 though. That was back in 2016, where she reached a career high ranking of number 6. She's from Las Palmas in Gran Canaria, only 5'4" tall. Year-to-date best result, reaching the second round of the Australian Open. In fact, incidentally, before she came here to Dubai, she hadn't won back-to-back matches since the US Open last year. So all of a sudden, she's flicked a switch here, and things have really got motoring. A couple of titles to her name, Doha and Oeiras in Portugal. Also been a finalist a further 10 times. She's also won 3 doubles titles. And there's her route through. Round 1, beating the very all-court player Barbara Strycova, a former finalist here, 1-3. Zhang in straight sets, 4-4, and then another straight sets victory over Kristina Mladenovic, 5-5. But as I said, it wasn't a fast start from Carla Suarez. Really sort of took her time to get going, but once she got involved in the match, she became more and more tricky, and that backhand really did start to fire. It's such a beautiful stroke. So rare to see the single-handers out there on the women's tour these days. So Elina Svitolina making her 5th appearance here. As we said, she's the defending champion from the last 2 years. 24 years of age, currently ranked at 6th in the world. Her highest world ranking was number 3. That was back in September a couple of years ago. 13 titles to her name. And the biggest of her career, of course, was at the WTA finals in Singapore at the end of last year. 2019, lost early in Brisbane. It was to Sasnovich, quarter-finalist at the Australian Open, where she lost to the eventual champion Naomi Osaka, and semi-finalist last week in Doha, where she had a terrific match against Halep, losing 6-4 in the final set. Here's her route through, bye in the first round. Onjabeur, who unfortunately had to retire, although she was giving Elina quite a lot of problems early on, took her to a tie-break in the first set, and then at 4-love in the second had to retire with